Hello everybody who clicked on the thumbnail wondering what the heck is he going to make out of a bunch of tires and a bunch of wood, and how is it going to be better than free? Don't worry, everything will make sense by the end, so please sit back and enjoy the build. The idea or challenge behind this project was to make something out of stuff I already had laying around the house that most people would just throw into the trash, kind of like a scrap wood challenge, but I wanted to work with some new and interesting materials, so that's how I ended up with this plan. The wood here is good old pallet wood, not the crappy grocery store pallets though that always fall apart. I salvaged this from heavy duty pallets to bring literal tons of stainless steel to my day job at a manufacturing facility. They're just rougher versions of 2x6 construction lumber, so if you can't find it, you could always get it yourself at the hardware store. And as for the actual interesting material, these are my personal winter tires off of my car that I unfortunately wore through unevenly, and I had to replace the whole set a little early, as you can see by some leftover tread. Cutting the sidewall out of these tires was super easy, barely an inconvenience, with a sharp new utility blade, but cutting through the tread was much more difficult. The easiest way I found was clamping it and using a jigsaw, and I still broke multiple blades while cutting these super tough steel bands. Here's a close-up of what I mean. To take a break from all the cutting, I did some relaxing rock picking out of the treads. This is really a good replacement to yoga if you have some extra tires. With all the materials cut to size and ready, it's time to start assembling the frame. Oh, and sneak some thumbnail pictures while we're here. I'm staying pretty simple for the joints, just pocket holes and glue. I think that'll be just fine for what I'm doing here. Alright guys, the glue's dried and I've got this in this scary looking shape. I just need to drill the holes here for the cross braces, and at the same time I'm trying to fix my snowblower because we're about to have a blizzard. And oh ho ho, what a blizzard it was. Past me had no idea what was coming. But before we get to that, let me finally explain why this project in particular turned out better than free. It's because I technically made money by recycling the tires myself. In Ontario, Canada, when you buy new tires for your vehicle, you're charged about $5 per tire as a recycling fee for when you're inevitably finished with the tires, and someone has to recycle them for you in the future. But if you ask the shop to let you keep your old tires, they will refund the recycling fee because they now don't have to deal with them on your behalf. Some people make them into outdoor flower pots, some people hoard them in their backyard for some nefarious reason. I wanted to cut them up and make them into a chair and get an extra $20 as a bonus. And here's a quick trick: if you're using construction lumber and you want to hide that ugly rounded edge, just use a chamfer bit on a router to go over that edge again and give it a modern chamfered look. Alright, so up to this point, this whole build is relying on the idea that when I put on the tires, it won't fall apart and it can hold my weight. So let's test it out. To attach the tires to the frame, I'm just using a couple of wood screws. After wrestling these tires, trying to cut them in half and seeing how tough they really are, I don't think my body weight is going to rip them at all. Knox, come here. Time to see if this actually works, and Knox is here to help me. Give him some snacks. I think I'm just gonna go for it. It's not bad. It's actually not too tippy, and it just forms right to how you're sitting. And I think it's gonna be good. Oh boy. Look how long he is. Is it good? Is the chair good? Before I get to the tires, I need to paint it. I like bright solid colors, so I've got this leftover yellowish orange that I like. So I'm gonna use this. And this exterior, so I could put this outside. And while I was playing with this paint can and having a relaxing old time in the heated garage, there was something brewing outside that I would soon have to deal with.
century-old record smashed as snow pummeled the region.
A fierce winter storm has moved in, and tens of centimeters of snow effectively will be on the ground by the end of this.
In the worst of it this morning, 12 centimeters fell in just
All
about
that
1
snow
hour.
here in Montreal and in Ottawa, the cleanup won't be easy. The city says it will take a few days to clear residential streets. It can't happen soon enough, with both cities expecting more snow on Wednesday.
Yeah, let's just say that was too much shoveling for 1 week, but eventually I got back to the project. The paint was dry and I replaced the screws I used with some salvaged bed frame bolts that I found in a bin. Yes, these were also free, and attached the tires, 3 wide, side by side. Don't ask me what happened to the 4th. We don't talk about the 4th tire. And I just wanted to take a quick second to say sorry about my nasally voice in this video. After 2 years of dodging this pesky virus you might have heard of, I finally tested positive for COVID-19, and it kind of took me out for a week, and while I'm recovering I had a chance to edit this video, so I hope it was worth it for you. And with that, we are at the beauty shots part of the project. I think this was an awesome proof of concept, proof that yes, you can make things with no material cost, and proof that tires can be repurposed as a comfortable seating material that will survive the elements and you sitting on them. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have thoughts on this, leave me a comment and I'll probably respond to you. Have an awesome winter, and bye-bye.